Are you tired of being motivated? Do you need that extra little push to get you to stop doing things? Then you need the Marc and JD Demotivation Cube. Take it with you everywhere. Filled with demotivation. Fuck it, go back to bed. Don't go to work. Why would you go to work? It's so fucking easy to use. Any dumbass can do it. You just push the fucking button. Thinking about doing something? Nope, push the button. Thinking about going to the beach? Nope, push the button.
Oh, I didn't know what to do with all my motivation.
I'll tell you what she did. She pushed the fucking button. Outdoors. Who the fuck wants to be outdoors? Don't do a goddamn thing. The Demotivation Cube, just push the fucking button. Don't hesitate. Demotivate. Don't hesitate. Demotivate.
Greatest slogan I've ever come up with.
Yes, it might be. It might be one of the greatest lines you've ever come up with. Hello, everybody. This is the Marc and JD podcast, recording live on a Sunday afternoon in the middle of football time. So obviously nobody's going to be watching this, but it's okay.
We record.
They don't have to watch it. You can always listen to us, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, we're everywhere. So yeah, if you missed the recording us live, whatever, you don't care. The Jets aren't playing this week. That's why we're available.
Yeah, that's pretty much why we're here.
I don't know why we torture ourselves so much, but we do.
Yeah, I don't know either. Although I will say this, Sam Darnold looks great. He looks great. First play of the game today, threw an interception. Same old Sammy.
Are they winning or are they losing? I have no idea.
I think they're losing. I don't know.
I'm not really paying attention. I haven't even looked at my fantasy team or nothing yet either. So
I don't pay attention to the Panthers. Carolina. Who cares? They are winning right now, 7-6. They're also playing.
It doesn't matter.
They're playing the Vikings though. So.
Oh, Kirk Cousins. Is he vaccinated? No, he's not. Because he's a shitbag.
Sam Darnold. It's quarter two. And he is 3 for 7 for 25 yards and an interception. He has Zach Wilson numbers, and Zach Wilson's a rookie.
He also, to be fair, he doesn't have CMC there. So,
is he hurt?
Yeah, he's. They put him on IR.
Really?
Yeah, he's out till week 10.
Damn, fucked. He's fucked. They're gonna want him losing.
So anyway, let's get it started this week. We're gonna talk about many things like pizza, and that you're a stupid idiot. So you're drinking out of a stupid idiot cup. You're the stupid idiot?
No, anybody who reads it is the stupid idiot. You're welcome.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about DC fandom stuff and pizza and idiots that want to defund privately owned media. And what was one more thing? Oh, the weird package I got. Okay, so we'll start with the weird package I got.
The weird package, yes.
And I'm not talking about my dick, but
we all know the best package goes to Chris Evans, okay?
Yes.
Come on now.
I got the UPS app. So anytime I'm getting a delivery, like I know what's coming and when it's coming and when it's going to be here and all that fun stuff. So they tell me when a package is on the way. So I know when it actually ships, which is nice. But I get one the other day and it tells you who's it's from. And I'm like, it says TV Guardian. And I'm like, what the hell is TV Guardian? And I asked Miranda, I said, did you order something from TV Guardian? She's like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't wait to see it. I'm like, now I'm getting excited. I'm like, what is this? Because if you go to the website, the TV Guardian website, it's this thing you plug into your TV and it's supposed to block bad words.
Why would anybody want that though?
For, if you live in Mormon country, it monitors for foul language by reading the closed caption data. And it will block the foul language by sending your TV's mute button. Like it'll mute the TV for a second. So it's a real thing. It's a real thing that you can buy.
I wish it would bleep it out with something else, like a clown nose, and I would just blank it out. It's funnier if it's beeped.
It's funnier, yes, but this is kids we're talking about. But I think you can like set it to do specific words. I'm not really sure how it actually does it though. Like I know it reads the closed captioning, but is you set certain words? I don't know.
I wish that you could do it and like bleep out like the word "what." It would just make everything so weird. I want to bleep out
words like Trump, Ted Cruz.
Is your kid really watching CNN though, or Fox News?
Well, during election year last year, he was watching a lot of YouTube getting ads for it.
Yeah, that's true. Fucking Ted Cruz, human pile
So
of
anyway, the
garbage.
package comes and I'm like, "Ooh, what is it? What is it? What is it?" And I get it and I open it up and it's shoes that we ordered for the kid.
But why did it say TV Guardian?
I don't know. Maybe they shipped it from the same warehouse.
That's weird.
Maybe the shoes are owned by the same company. I don't know. Like when you try to find anything about this TV Guardian, you can't find anything about like the actual company itself.
Those shoes are now guarding your kid's feet. They're shoe guardians.
Yes. I had to buy 2 pairs because if you buy shoes online, you never know which fucking size is gonna fit.
I never buy shoes online ever.
For the kid, sometimes you have to. You can't get what you're looking for.
I never had a problem getting the kid shoes. Plus,
I'm looking for a specific type of dress shoe, like a black dress shoe that like doesn't exist anywhere. Apparently, kids, and I know we didn't plan to talk about it, but if you've ever shopped for boys' clothes, it's the fucking worst. There's never anything for boys around here. It's all girls.
In your state?
In my area,
I have no problem. My kid has a shit ton of clothes. I have no problem.
Like when we're looking for a specific type, I can get like Under Armour, I can get all that kind of stuff. But if I'm looking for a specific type of clothing, a button-down shirt or something like that, or a specific kind of shoe, it's like impossible to find in this area.
That's weird. Where are you shopping at? Where you can't find?
We've tried everywhere. Kohl's, Pennies. They don't. The selection for boys is like half as much as girls. Boys need clothes too. Damn it.
I like how the New Yorker came out of you right there.
What?
You called it pennies.
Yeah.
It's not,
yeah.
That's
JC Pennies?
It's not a. That's what my grandma used to call
Nobody
it.
calls it JC Pennies.
Like my wife does. But I'm saying
she's a fucking weirdo then. God damn it.
No, she's a Michigander, so it's a little bit different. Like if you're from New York, my grandma called it pennies, but she was a lifelong New Yorker. Called it. I'm gonna go to pennies. Like no, it's J.C. Pennies, but yes, a lot of people call it pennies for some reason, and it's J.C. Pennies.
I don't know. Is that a New York thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is really.
Like how we call single dollar bills singles.
Singles or ones?
No, I don't call them ones. I call them motherfucking singles. People around here would give me dirty looks. Can I get some singles? I'm like, you want some what? I want some ones. I want some ones. Give me ones, please. I sound so stupid. I feel like I sound like an idiot asking for ones.
Like, do you go to a strip club popping out singles or ones? You pop ones in there?
Yeah, singles. Single dollar bill. Singles. Ones sound stupid.
One single dollar bill, right?
It just sounds stupid to me.
We had this argument, it wasn't really an argument. It was a discussion about dollar bills.
Singles. Yeah, I know.
15, 20 episodes ago. We're on episode 61.
61.
It's fucking crazy. We are
61.
More than halfway to 100. At 100, I'm retiring.
Okay. Okay, you can retire all you want. I'll just replace you with clips of old Marc and JD episodes. I'll just fucking I'll just have pretend conversations because I generally tend to run the show anyway. My rants are usually like 16% of the show.
16, yeah, Usually when it's me, it's story time, and I have to tell a story about something that's happened that makes me look like an asshole. So yeah, usually that's about 50%, I would say, and the rest is filled up by like news stories we babble about, and then Marc rants about pizza or
pizza.
Angry shit. Yeah, we had a conversation. Well, remember the fake pizza place, Marc and JD's.
Yeah, I know we had a whole episode. But
so now we're gonna delve back into pizza here.
Jumping back into pizza, and we're talking real pizza here, not deep dish pizza. That's not real pizza. I don't want to hear
pizza. I think you never had.
I got to do an argument the other day on Twitter with somebody about deep dish pizza.
You got to do an argument with people on Twitter all the time.
It was although it was accidentally on my personal.
There was some guy on Twitter yesterday when I was watching the Braves game, and he was talking about how they set up those fake, or they set up the gallows to hang Mike Pence, and they said, "Well, this was just fake. It was never going to be you." Like, how do you fucking know that? Like, a bunch of people got hurt, people died. I mean, there's no way you could possibly know. Like,
you don't bring something with the intention of not actually using it. You don't that doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't make sense at all. First of all, poorly made gallows, no lie. But, I mean, you look like a fucking moron for saying that. Just to cover your own ass or to cover the Republicans' ass or cover these insurgent assholes. It's just, It pissed me off yesterday. But I did it on my personal one instead of the Mark and JD one. So whatever backlash will come directly to me instead.
Yeah.
But I have
Not
two.
really that much.
I have two personal Twitters. One that's my actual name that I don't really use, and one that's the JD's not nice one.
I mean, I also have. I wouldn't call it a personal Twitter. That's a personal to me, damn it. Okay, I'm
Jark
sorry.
Dalton.
I'm sorry there, Jark.
Jark
I love
Dalton.
it. It's my home. Jark
I
Dalton.
love America, guns, and Donald Trump.
Yeah, I love America. I love guns, and I love pizza. And Donald Trump. Not in that order, though.
So speaking of pizza,
I tried to order pizza today from Pizza Hut because kid wanted. I said, "What do you want for lunch?" He said, "Pizza Hut." That's his favorite. So I'm gonna order Pizza Hut. Mom's not home. Which is gonna be me and him chilling, whatever. I go to order pizza. They're fucking closed. The one closest to my house is fucking closed on a Sunday. It's like the busiest day of the week.
Not for Pizza Hut though, probably.
Yes, on a Sunday.
Nah, Saturdays are probably busier.
On a Sunday football for lunch, absolutely, it's the busiest.
What time did you try to order? Maybe they opened late.
It's closed. The store is closed. It just says closed.
Closed.
Because all the other stores in the area are open, and if the closest one to you is closed, completely closed, you can't get delivery from any of the others, even if they're not as much further away.
That's weird.
Can't do it.
How many fucking Pizza Huts do you have out there? I think we have like one.
A lot. There's 3 near me. There's 3 within like a 15-minute drive.
So we were talking about. I don't remember why this discussion happened, but we were talking about pizza last night.
Because I ate pizza that didn't agree with me. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, you had Sam's Club pizza, which is probably dumpster diver pizza because it's the worst pizza on the planet.
I've had Elio's pizza recently, and that was the worst.
Elio's
oh my god!
Elio's is a step below Tostino's pizzas.
Dude, it was awful. I wrote to them. I said, "You should be embarrassed to call this pizza." And they said, "We're sorry. Here's a coupon for more Elio's." And I'm like, I would rather starve.
Elio's got really popular in the 90s because of the Ninja Turtles. They slapped the Ninja Turtles on the boxes, and that's why they got. I
used to love it as a kid.
Yeah, but you grow up, you eat real pizza. My parents used to make me Elio's pizza and slice them in little like strips, and you'd eat them like that. And
here you go. I found it here. Sunday is the most popular day for pizza.
Really? That doesn't make any sense. I would think wings or something else would be more popular than pizza. But maybe pizza, maybe because they make wings.
They did a study here a couple years ago on social media to find out when do people want pizza? It was tweets about ordering, tweets about wanting pizza, and they found that Sunday was the most popular day.
That's weird. I don't see that here. But I mean,
Saturday, by the way, Saturday was the second least popular day. Only Thursday was less popular.
Well, I would say Friday is probably one of the most popular days.
No, it was Sunday.
One of the most.
Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Friday.
That list does not make any sense at all.
I'm just telling you what this study found.
That study is
when people on social media write that they want pizza.
Do they do that study in Nebraska? God.
Nebraska.
So anyway, we were talking about pizza, and I was like, dude, that is the worst pizza. Haley and Noah eat that pizza every once in a while when we go to Sam's Club, and I'm like, I won't eat it. I'll eat a fucking hot dog before I eat that. But that pizza is the greasiest, worst looking pizza I've ever seen. It's terrible. It's
pretty good to me. That's why I ate it. It did not agree with me later though. So
because all it is covered in fucking grease. And then we got into an argument about what's the best fast food pizza. And you're obsessed with Pizza Hut.
I'm not obsessed with Pizza Hut, but god damn it, I love a pan pizza.
Papa John's is better. Papa John's is way better.
They don't have pan pizza.
I know, but they're
better. I'd rather get a real pizza place before I get Papa John's. There's something about the crust, the pan crust. That's my jam.
You like a thin crust on the outside, or
I do like a thin crust if I'm eating regular pizza. But when it comes to Pizza Hut, gotta be that pan crust, the personal pan pizza.
You remember we used to go to Taco Bell Pizza Hut and get the breadsticks and the tacos?
Yes.
That was good times. I wonder if that Taco Bell's still there. Got to be 20 years ago.
That was the one.
It's on 109, I think.
110.
110.
Yeah.
Right behind all that shopping center.
Next to Checkers.
Yeah.
Okay.
That checker can't be there anymore, right?
It's still there.
Is it? Really?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't know.
I couldn't remember if that was a Pizza Hut. That's what I was trying to remember.
It was a combination Taco Bell.
You ever
pizza.
been to? You ever go to one of the uber rare KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bells?
Not all. Maybe there's one. I think
They have
there's
a
one in
couple of them.
Florida. There's one in Florida. I think that we went to a couple times, but I think I only ever got Taco Bell. And I think there's a KFC Taco Bell in one of the cities, like one of the in Taylorsville, I think, over here somewhere.
We
in
have
North
a
Carolina.
Long John Silver's KFC near me.
That's an odd combination.
Why? It's chicken and fish.
Fish and chicken.
Yeah.
Which I wonder if they fry it in the same. How does that work? Do they have separate sides where they have to?
KFC pressure fries their chicken.
Really?
Yes, and Long John Silver's also does serve chicken, but they don't pressure fry. It's just regular fried.
I haven't had Long John.
It's like a different batter
since I was a kid.
Yeah, KFC pressure fries their chicken.
I mean, I'm not a huge KFC guy anyway, but that's not bad.
What do you? Well, let's circle back to pizza. What do you think about Domino's?
It depends on the Domino's. So they have that Brooklyn style pizza, or whatever it is. That's not bad. It's not bad. But everything else kind of sucks from Domino's. The pizza, every pizza you get from Domino's tastes exactly the same.
So that's a good thing.
Well, no, but I'm saying like even with different toppings on it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. They don't have meatball as a topping.
No, they have like it's weird. Don't they have like sliced meatballs or something like that? Or
no, they don't have any meat. At least at my local Domino's, which
I don't know.
Is a converted Burger King, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
The Burger King near my house closed, and they converted it into a Domino's, which has a drive-through and everything.
Yeah, so does this one. Every Domino's around here has a drive-through, but they also have like
with a drive-through window and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then they have like
getting my pizza pushed out through the window. Here you go.
So, weird. Like, if you go to do you guys have Little Caesars over by you? Because that's probably like second worst pizza there possibly is.
I mean, it's cheap. That's what you get. You know, if you want like a whole bunch of pizza for kids, you go to Little Caesars.
Yeah, I mean they have that. So we tried a while back when it first came out, that calzone thing or whatever. It's got like 4 calzones and the pizza in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't terrible, but it's like I don't know why people rave about this fucking shitty ass pizza.
I don't know, man. They must love grease.
It's like an up north thing. It's like a Michigan thing.
Yeah, because Little Caesars is owned by it's headquartered in Detroit.
Yes. So it's technically Detroit style pizza.
Which is a thing, apparently. I didn't know until recently. It looks disgusting. They put sauce on top.
I love that though. That's grandma pizza.
Well, not always grandma style. Grandma style isn't necessarily sauce on top. It's kind of like little spots of it, not covering the entire thing.
No, that's how I like my grandma pizza though. I put sauce on top. If like we make pizza English muffins every once in a while, Haley doesn't
you like sauce on top of the whole pizza, like not just like. Well, the one I get around here is it's a little bit.
So Chicago style pizza has sauce on top.
You got to talk like you're from Chicago if you're going to talk about
Chicago. I like my deep dish pizzas. Pizza. What am I, Mike Ditka?
Yeah, Mike Ditka.
Mike Ditka likes his pizza.
Go down to Wrigley Field, have some pizza, some deep dish pizza, a hot dog, Chicago dog. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said a hot dog.
But there was a place in Farmingdale that had grandma pizza, and it was sauce. The whole top was covered. It was you do the crust, you put the cheese on it, you melt the cheese, and then you put the sauce on top, and you put it back in the oven. And it kind of like solidifies the sauce on top, and you sprinkle some Parmesan on it, and then you got your pizza. It's good shit.
Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I found a picture here.
I mean, it's probably both ways. But I mean,
I'm sure it is.
It just depends. I mean, I like my sauce on top of my pizza. I can eat a regular pizza. Don't get me wrong, but Chicago.
I'm going to pick. I want one of these bad boys right there, just like that.
See that's not a grandma pizza though. That's just a pizza with some sauce on top. Is that's the pizza you get?
Yeah,
that's a little too fancy for me.
Well, I mean, like it's got basil on it, like mozzarella. It doesn't look exactly like that. That's not from the plate, but that's like the closest approximation of a picture I could find. You're talking like something like this. Pull this bad boy up here. Share with everybody. Let's see.
This is a real grandma pizza. I don't know if you can see that. So you
Hold
can
on.
still see some of the thing on
I'm
there.
pulling it up. Give me one of
Okay.
these bad boys. This one.
No. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
a good.
Oh,
That's when you go to Wikipedia. That's the Wikipedia picture.
no, I just pulled it up. Hang on. Let me forward this
That's
shit to you.
not. That's a grandma style slice.
No. I mean, I get it. It's got sauce on top. It's also got other shit. Look at region or
Grandma
state
pizza.
of originality. Long Island, New York.
Yes, Long Island. Long Island.
Long Island. So I mean, I guess there's different ways that it makes. Like I prefer a lot of sauce on top. That's just me.
There's lots
I
of
like
different ways that you
sauce
make
on.
pizza. Pizza. You can have it any way. But I like it. I don't want to have too much sauce. Sauce gives me heartburn. I
Like
don't want
this
enough
is what
heartburn.
that's the grandma slice that I want.
You want like so much. You want so much sauce.
I want
It's got to
sauce
be
on
good
top.
sauce though.
It's gotta be really good sauce. There was that place where I used to work in Harrisburg when I worked at that whatever wireless place in Messner. Next door had Naples
He who
Pizza.
shall not be named.
Messner. But the Naples Pizza place, we were really the one guy owned part of the cell place I worked at, so we used to go over there and eat all the time for free. So one day I was in there, we were bored, the store was dead, so I was over there talking to them. I'm like, "Hey, make me a grandma pizza with sauce on top." He's like, "What?" Look at me like I had two fucking heads. I'm like, "You put the cheese on first, you put it in the oven, you melt the cheese a little bit, then you put the sauce on, then you kind of let it melt all together a little
It's
bit.
square style.
It doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be."
It feel like a traditional one. It should be.
Traditional, yeah, but they didn't make square pizza, so I was like, fuck it, just make it this way. Like
I
I
like.
thought about doing that.
I like the corners. I like that double crust action.
I
Good
do love
crust.
I do love a nice square pizza. I miss a good Sicilian pizza. God damn, I miss a good Sicilian pizza.
Can you
Fuck
get
it.
any of those in Florida or no?
Oh yeah, there's a place in Fort Myers called Downtown House of Pizza. Oh, best pizza I've ever had in Florida ever, and best pizza I've had
I
in the
love how
last
you snuck in the in Florida
Ooh,
there real quick.
in Florida.
You snuck in Florida. You didn't want to like disparage any New York places in Florida.
So Marino's in Farmingdale had the best pizza in Farmingdale, or the best pizza I've had in New York, other than
I
like the
didn't eat pizza
city.
for years. For
Well, yeah,
years.
because you couldn't. But I mean, they had a buffalo. They had a really thick. It wasn't Sicilian. But it was like they had a almost like I guess you can call it a deep dish, but it was like a really thick buffalo chicken pizza. And it was fucking amazing. Up until about 10 years ago, there was still a kid from high school that was working at that place. I was like, "What the fuck? I hope you're running it."
Like working there?
Yeah,
Maybe
like
he's the
working.
manager?
I don't know, but I hope he's not working there anymore. But shit. But yeah, they had some good pizza. Like yeah, but Florida is not known for their pizza. But a lot of New Yorkers transplant there, but it's the water. It's not necessarily the people, you know. So, but
That's
anyway.
what I always hear. It's always the water.
But
The water's different than New York.
on this diet, that is what you hear. But on this diet I'm on, I've been making these pizzas, and you'd be like, I don't know, you lost me at yogurt. But you take a cup of yogurt, cup of Greek yogurt, and a cup of flour, and you mix it together, and it makes a dough, right? And then you make whatever pizza you want. It tastes pretty good. You might want to season your dough with whatever, but it doesn't come out too bad. It's a very weird. It's like an old Weight Watchers recipe, I guess, that somebody popped on TikTok, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. And then the whole family likes it now. I'm like, what
Do
the
they
fuck?
really? Like, I don't know about
Like
that.
Haley likes it, Noah likes it. It's whatever. You
I feel
got to make.
I feel like they're just like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, I love it.
No, she asked me to make it. I was
Okay.
like, okay, whatever. What the fuck? Don't knock until you try it, motherfucker.
Greek yogurt is just nasty to me, man.
Yeah, but you don't taste the yogurt really. I mean, it's just a binder to keep the dough together.
I guess it's like one of those things where there's lots of weird ingredients that people throw into other things to replace things, like applesauce and things,
Well, yeah, what's weird?
like or grape jelly meatballs.
No, I'm not a fan. Not
I
a fan
don't.
of
It's
those.
just like why? Why would you even think about doing something like that?
So there was one. I think we had like a potluck at one of the stores I worked at back in the day, and they brought like those meatballs. Like you put them you don't even put them in a crock pot. You put them in like a pan. You put them in the oven, let them cook that way. It was like they were spicy as shit, but they were also like weirdly sweet. And it was like, oh, these are kind of nasty.
People do too many things to meatballs. Give me a simple fucking good, goddamn Italian meatball and some sauce.
So I like barbecue meatballs. I'm a big fan of
Yeah,
barbecue
but
meatballs,
like it's different.
and I
I feel
make
like if
my
you
own.
just say a meatball, that's how I think a meatball, like an Italian meatball. You got to preface it like you said, barbecue meatballs. But fine,
Yeah, but
that's okay.
you have to use an Italian meatball to make them or whatever you
Yeah,
want to do.
or
But I
people.
got
I've tried making my own meatballs. They never come out right.
um,
It must
it's
be the Jew in me. I'm not a good meatball
very
maker.
it's
I can
very
make matzo balls.
making. You're a matzo ball master.
I am.
Making meatballs is very time consuming, and that's what I hate about it. I just don't have time to do it. It's like you have to make the meatballs, you have to fry the meatballs, and put the meatballs in the sauce and let them cook, and it's just a fucking pain in the ass. It's
Yeah,
just
I
not worth
know.
the time. So you
Just buy the frozen ones.
buy frozen ones or buy really good frozen ones.
That's the
'Cause
problem. Is finding really good frozen ones sometimes.
there's a couple of I honestly like I don't we don't make meatballs very often. We have spaghetti with meat sauce more often than that. But if we're making barbecue meatballs, I just use shit in a frozen bag because it don't matter what they taste like at that point. Like you're putting so much barbecue sauce on it, don't matter. So but
Barbecue sauce.
barbecue
What
sauce.
kind of barbecue sauce do you use?
I make my own, but I use Sweet Baby Ray's as like the base.
Ah, okay.
And I have
So a lot of
like
people do. They use like something else as a base, and they
or
they they amp it up a little bit how they want it.
put a little ketchup, mustard, you
I like,
put a little
and you
honey in
can't buy it in
there.
the store. You gotta go to. You've ever been to TGI Fridays and get their Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce in the store only. That's good barbecue sauce.
They don't have a TGI Fridays by me anymore. They closed it down.
They
They
closed
turned
the
it.
one in Chambersburg.
They turned it down. They turned it into a Coach's, which is
Like a
probably the
bar.
yeah. It's like a bar restaurant. It's not really. It's not even really a bar to be honest with you. It's like like an Applebee's kind of thing, where they have TVs and shit, but it's not really a bar. They sell bar
Is it like
food.
a chain?
There's two of them that I know of
Coach's
around.
Coach's Neighborhood Grill.
Yeah, there's
It's a
only
chain.
there's only two that I've seen here. And there's one in like Statesville and there's one in Hickory, I think. I don't know if there's
Yeah,
any
I
other
found
ones.
it here. It's only in North Carolina, so
It's not good.
what?
We ate there
No.
once like 6 months ago, and it was like we never went back. So that's just an indication of how,
You have
it's
a
not good.
Culver's near you?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Have you ever been to a Culver's?
Yes. So there's
That's
one.
a Michigan thing.
No, there's two in Cape Coral.
They also have it in Florida. Florida's like this mishmash.
I know they have a whole bunch of shit. What
Florida's
Florida's
if you have a fast food chain and you're thinking about expanding outside of like your local area, you go to Florida first. And then I
Florida
feel like if you can
needs
do it there, you do it anywhere.
Florida needs more White Castles. Is what they need. They need
They
more
have
White
one in
Castles.
Orlando, by the way.
I know they just built. Remember the line? We talked about this. They had the line all the way like 3 miles long. I'm like, fuck that.
My
It
brother,
ain't that.
like a month later, is like, "Did you know they have a White?" I was like, "Yeah, I know they have a White Castle in Orlando. Come on, did you see all the news stories about it?"
You're like, I was waiting in that line for 3 days.
I've been waiting for months. They need some around me.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I got to get to the point where I got to stop eating the McDonald's. Is like I just want to eat the stuff. To me, a burger from White Castle is like the pinnacle of a good burger at a fast food place. It's so good. You can just pound them.
have you been drinking today? Because that is
No.
not even remotely true. I love a belly bomber just as much as anybody else, but they are
I'm
not
talking
the
just
pinnacle of a good.
straight fast food, not a quick service restaurant, not a Five Guys, just a straight fast food chain.
Oh, Five Guys killed me yesterday. Holy shit!
But I'm just saying, in general, like that's to me, they're fucking great.
You know what's sad about Five Guys? But I do agree. White Castle, and we've talked about the stories of White Castle going there at midnight and going there fucking
Chicken rings.
chicken rings. Those chicken ring sandwiches were fucking bangers, by the
They're
way.
fucking so good. Chicken should not be in ring form, but goddamn if it isn't delicious.
And that's like ground up weird fucking chicken that they put
I
in
know,
there.
but you know
It's
what?
like
I don't
squeezed
care.
out of a fucking tube.
I'm not going to White
Um,
Castle for health, okay? I'm going to take minutes off my life.
Do you remember the guy we were there that one night? We've probably talked about this. 60 episodes. I don't remember what the fuck we talked about anymore. But remember the guy losing his mind because the fries were in the bottom of the bag?
Yeah, I
And
do.
we're
Vaguely
like-
remember that. And
we're like-
sitting there like,
Those are the best part. Those are the fries you want. Why are you losing your mind over this shit?
I don't know. People lose their mind over the dumbest things. People are just dumb in general.
Is that White Castle on Sunrise Highway still there? Well, yeah, it was on
Yeah.
kind of on
Mhm.
Sunrise Highway. But
Yeah.
so that place, that was one of the first times I ever noticed that area wasn't the greatest because it had bulletproof fucking glass on the windows. I was like, yeah, this is not a great area to be at. It was a little sketchy out there. Massive
when
Pequas.
when the whole banking industry was having problems, and I used to use Washington Mutual as my bank, and they got bought out by Chase. So now they're all Chase locations. But Washington Mutual was so friendly. Like you just walk up to like this counter where people were, they had like these little podium things and they would stuff the deposit in the podium. There was no glass, no nothing. Everything was like super friendly. Everybody was like not behind glass, and then they replaced it with Chase. And everybody's got fucking bulletproof glass. And it was so impersonal. And I'm like, this sucks. I can do this anywhere. Like, why would I want to do this here?
You would think, like now everybody's separated by plastic anyway, but you would think like Wells Fargo and shit like that would be that way too, but they're not around here at least. They probably have the dividers now because of COVID
I
and
haven't
shit
been
like
inside
that.
a bank in like a year and a half.
I had to go for work one day, but that was like the last
Inside
time.
a bank?
Mm-hmm.
Do you make the deposits?
Mm-mm. I had to
Like
get
somebody
changed.
comes and gets it?
Yes, we have like Loomis or like Brinks, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Break security.
Brinks. And we have this big old black guy comes in and gets the money. I'm like, I wouldn't want to fuck with this guy if I was trying to rob
I
the
always had to make
deposits.
the deposit when I worked retail.
So Radio Shack, I had to go take the money to the bank. But
You probably never had that much.
It's like, I think the most I've ever took during Christmas time was like 7 or 8 grand or something like
That's
that.
it? Oh God.
Probably. I
The
mean,
most I ever had in cash one day was 40 grand.
but we did a lot of money in card. You know,
Yeah,
at
so did
Radio
we.
Shack. Yeah,
We
so
did.
I mean,
I had 40 grand in cash one day. I was like, I had to do like extra, you know, over a certain amount, you got to do like extra IRS shit. You have to fill
Yeah.
out extra forms, make sure you're not like money laundering or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this GameStop? Like, I don't get this money. It's not mine.
he also sold a lot more expensive shit than Radio Shack did
Oh,
ever.
well, yeah,
So,
when console launches would happen, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, $400 or $500 controllers. The biggest sale I ever had was over 2 grand. It's a lot.
insane. Yeah, that is. I mean, we sold TVs and shit. So I mean, I think the most I ever sold was like in the 1,400 range, something like that, because we sold phones and all that shit too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so we went to
people are dumb.
people
What
are
are we
dumb.
gonna get back to?
But I was gonna say you brought up Five Guys. So I told you yesterday, like I went to Five Guys. I don't even get anything on the burger anymore, just because I don't, because you have to cut stuff from where you're eating. Like I don't get bacon on it or any of this
You
shit.
don't get like no condiments. I get like
No, no,
bacon.
no. Well, I get like
You get some
mustard,
ketchup or
lettuce,
mustard or whatever.
mustard, lettuce, cheese, whatever, you know, shit like that. So
Onions. Get onions on them.
no pickles, and then
Hate pickles.
Haley. I don't know why my stomach hurt after like 15 minutes after eating the food, and I had to take a shit. But Haley she gets the burger. She gets 50 different things off the list, like mushrooms, onions, like all the shit, jalapenos, like all this crap on there. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and then she's fine for the rest of the day. I'm like, I had to take like 3 shits after I left this place.
It's a counterbalance. The mushrooms are healthy, right? So they counterbalance.
Yes, grilled sauteed mushrooms in like olive oil are very healthy for you. I
They're
guess.
super healthy for you.
I fucking hate mushrooms. Ugh.
I hate mushrooms too, man. I fucking hate them. They're nasty and gross and mushy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like even so, we had like I made stuffed mushrooms in the air fryer not too long ago, and they were okay. But I don't like them to be like this fucking big. I want like
You
a
don't
little.
like a portobello.
No, I want a tiny one, like this big.
You basically want something to hold the cheese and bacon. I'm sure you put cheese and bacon in it.
Well, I think I like to do a little mixture: cream cheese, bacon, whatever cheese mixed together. Stuff them in there, put them in the air fryer. Bring
Right.
a little.
You just want something that holds those other things together.
Yes.
Right.
So I mean,
you don't
they
want
weren't
like a
bad.
big mushroom. You don't want the mushroom flavor. You just want something that you can pick up and grab.
And
That's
I mean,
not bread.
in small doses, it's not bad. But like those giant fucking ones, it's like it's like eating it's like eating a fucking sponge. I just don't get it. I don't like them.
I don't get it either. I really don't. I've never been a fan of mushrooms. I refuse to eat mushrooms. They're just gross.
And then I went to so like every once in a while, Haley has like girls' night or whatever. They go out. So I take the kid to eat.
Girls' night.
So I took this was like a couple months ago. I took the kid to eat at this pizza place. I'm like, I'm gonna get like a chicken cheesesteak or something. and they're like in the thing is like mushrooms. I'm like, okay, great. So I was like, hey, I just want lettuce, tomato, mayo, and whatever else is fine. And I come back. I swear to God, this thing comes back. It is covered in mushrooms, like covered, dude. I took a picture. I probably still have the picture somewhere, but I took a picture of this fucking thing, dude. I had to scoop them out with a fucking spoon. There were so many fucking mushrooms on the thing. Like, where's the fucking food? Like, I don't want mushrooms. I didn't order a mushroom cheesesteak. Like, what the fuck? I was like disgusted because they didn't even taste good. They were fucking miserable. I'm like, it's terrible. Anyway. Anyway,
we don't like mushrooms.
No, this is the non-mushroom podcast.
Yes, this is a mushroom-free podcast.
Yes, very much.
Defund the mushrooms.
defund the media, the privately owned media.
Mushrooms. I was just reading that yesterday. So a whole bunch of idiots decided to show up outside the New York Times building in New York City to protest and say, defund the media. Defund the media. This is a privately owned company.
I mean, and granted, yes, they have sponsors, but they are privately owned. They are owned by a private company. They're not owned by anybody else. They don't rely on sponsors to keep themselves afloat. Some do. But they're privately owned. You can't defund something that's privately owned by somebody else. They're not going to defund themselves. It's fucking retarded.
No, I know. I don't understand it either. They're not government funded. The only thing that is government funded is NPR and PBS, and they're not even 100% government funded. But you can't tell these people anything.
No, they don't listen.
Not only do they not listen, but like if you try to argue something with them and be like, "Oh, look," they say, you'll say something. I was commenting on this idiot that posted a video about like how Obama and Fauci were talking about a pandemic happening, and I was like, "Okay, they were warning you for years." He's like, "Oh, but your guy Obama." I was like, "What? Why is he my guy?" Don't like just because Trump is your guy doesn't mean that like Obama and Biden are my people ever. Don't assume that.
No. First of all, why is Trump everybody's fucking guy? It doesn't even make any sense. It's the dumbest fucking thing ever.
I don't fucking stand for Obama here.
No. I like the guy. He was okay, whatever. But at the same time, it's like no. Like Biden wasn't my guy. I don't like what he's doing. I don't think he's doing a great job either. But like, would Trump have done a better job? No, probably not. No, he would not have. He's a fucking idiot, and he would have got nothing done. He didn't get in the last 4 years.
Just because the guy won that I voted for, allegedly, maybe I voted for them. Maybe I did. I don't want to say that.
I voted for Kanye.
Just because I'm trying to like does not make me a huge fan of the person on the other side. Idolizing politicians is fucking weird.
How about we defund the politicians? How about we do that instead?
Yeah, we should.
Defund politics.
Make campaign fundraising 100% illegal and just have a one fund and everybody gets an equal amount of money and that's it.
Yeah, and then they run. And then that's where you get the better person. Because now, if you watched, Trump funded his own fucking campaign.
No, he didn't.
Some of it he did.
He didn't do shit. He says that he did. He says that he funded his own campaign, but he got so many donations. He probably spent like $10.
But his stupid schmug asshole face was all over the TV, if you remember. I mean, he had a ton of money put into this fucking thing to try to win. And then he lost, and he can't take that he lost. Nobody else can take that he lost. So it's just a shit show.
I see here. He put $66 million of his own money into the campaign.
That's a decent amount of money.
But he said to everybody he put over $100 million in.
Yeah, because he's full of shit. He's a fucking liar. He's lied about everything. We're gonna make Mexico build this wall. Yeah.
And he's been moving money. He probably made most of it back fucking having to get everything done at his hotels.
Probably. He's a piece of shit. Everybody knows that. If he runs,
not enough people know that.
Well, you see these signs everywhere. It's so fucking dumb. Like these fucking idiots.
I see Trump 2024 signs. You sent me that JFK thing. He's
gonna, God.
He's coming back from the dead. We talked about that.
JFK is long gone, man. He's been dead for what, 20 years?
And JFK Jr. was actually not dead. Why would he come back of all people to run with Donald Trump?
He would not.
Why?
So
That
like,
wouldn't even make any sense. And he's legally dead. So how does a legally dead person run for vice president?
who are they saying that was JFK Jr. in disguise? Who was it? Do you remember?
Some random dude.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was.
Of all the people to pick,
Like
why
JFK,
JFK Jr.?
like why would JFK Jr. be the? It wasn't JFK was a Democrat, wasn't he?
Yes.
Why would that make sense to anybody?
I don't know.
These conspiracy theories are so fucking weird. Like any of these things that they talk about are fucking strange. But those TikTok videos where that guy goes and makes fun of them and they just don't get it because they're fucking stupid is one of the highlights of my day. Because he just goes to these things, these fucking morons at these rallies where nobody shows up, by the way. Nobody shows up to these fucking rallies anymore. You know why? Because nobody gives a shit. Go live your life. Why are you betting the fucking world on this shit?
Why
this
are you
dumb
going
moron?
to Trump rallies in 2021 when he's not in office, he's not running for anything, and won't until at least 2024? Why are you don't you have better things to do with your fucking life? Is your life that sad? Like, really?
I mean, it's like these anti-vaxxers that, I sent you that video, I think, about they were going to like a Jason Aldean concert or something, and they were going up and they had to
I didn't
pay.
know I had to have be vaccinated or get tested, and
It's
they had to pay
all-
to get tested.
It's
like
all over the fucking website.
You have to click it to even get to the place to buy the tickets.
Fucking idiots. That's what you get for going to
Hey,
a
people
Jason
don't
Aldean
read.
concert. You fucking
People
retards.
don't read. When I worked at GameStop, we'd had a giant buy two get one free. We were having a buy two get one free sale. Signs all over the store. A big banner on the outside of the store. People would come up. You get two used games. You get a third one. We're having a sale. Buy two get one free. Really? No, you fucking idiot! Like, how the fuck did you miss it? There's signs all over the store. All over the store.
People don't read, man. They don't read at all. They're stupid.
They live in their own fucking bubble, and they don't pay attention to anything. Like, we went shopping
It's called tunnel
yesterday.
vision.
Yeah, we went shopping yesterday, and Miranda was just wasn't paying attention. Her cart was blocking somebody else, and the person actually said, "Excuse me," instead of just standing there looking at you like, "Are you gonna move?" and then like complaining about it later. The person actually said, "Excuse me," and she's like, "Sure, I'll move. Like, just say something. Don't be a fucking weirdo about it. Like, stare at me and then wait for me to move the cart. Like, just fucking say something. Practice some fucking decency, people."
And a lot of people won't. A lot of people won't do that. Actually, they won't say. Excuse me. They'll wait. They'll huff and puff and shit while you're standing there like a bunch of fucking weirdos.
You have to kick anybody out of your store
for what?
Anything.
I've had people steal that I've banned from the store.
That's not the same thing. Have you had to have to say like you need to go, you need to leave?
No,
We're
not really allowed to do that.
I have one time. Dude came in. This was a long time ago. Like 15 years ago. I was working in Levenberg's store, the original store. Guy came in. Somebody he called in say, "How much do I get to trade in Nintendo 64?" Told him, somebody answered the phone, told me about it. He comes in. But he didn't say that he wanted cash. You get less for cash than you do for credit. So it was only $20 in cash for the system. Dude flipped out. And started throwing shelves and shit. Over $5. I was like, dude, you gotta fucking leave. He's like, I'll tell you what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna go get my baseball bat and fucking smash up this entire store. He fucking left. I fucking locked the door. I called the cops.
Did he come back?
He stayed out there.
Oh my god!
I think he left before the cops came, but the cops came in and got a statement from us. They're like, if he comes back, just call us. I'm like, it's like $5. $5.
Fucking lunatics, man.
Like, he pulled the shelves off the wall and started throwing them. Like, they're only held on, they're
only slapped in.
It's not really that much. I was like, you need to fucking go. You make me fucking leave. I'm gonna go get my baseball bat. Like, he left the store, locked it. Like, dumbass. You think we're gonna leave the door open? No.
Did he take his N64 with him, or do you now own it?
I don't know. I don't remember. It's a long time ago. Maybe somebody else could fill me in on that. But I've gotten close to having to kick people out of the store. In other words, like you can't know. You can't give me any more money. It's like, what am I? A fucking what is this? Haggle or us here? It's fucking GameStop. It's a giant company. And I can't change the prices, you idiots. I can't give you $1 more for your shit. Nobody wants Madden 2014 anymore. You're lucky I'm even gonna take it from you. Every time, oh, it's such a ripoff. I paid $50 for it last year. Yeah, and the new one's out, and nobody wants the old one. That's the fucking point, you dumbass.
That's why you traded in like 6 months after you get it or whatever.
That's why you traded in. You go from baseball season's over. So when football season starts, boom, you trade in baseball. When baseball starts, you trade in football. You can't keep it that long. You're gonna maximize your profit if you do it then.
That's why these people who like keep these fucking games, like you see some of this shit on TikTok where these people have like multiple fucking games and shit like that, are spending so much money on this crap.
I guess
like
if they collect it, that's one thing, but these aren't collectors. They bring in like 3 years of Madden and expect to get like more than like a couple bucks. Like, no.
You get max $10 for 3 games and you're pissed off.
Not even close. For 3 old sports games, you'd be lucky to get $1.
It's just not worthy. Might as well fucking keep it.
Right.
Doesn't make sense, but
there was a time when we weren't allowed to say no to any trade-in.
Really?
Anything that came in that had a value, we would say we had to take. Even if that value was a penny, I wasn't allowed to say no. So there has been a lot of times where I gave people literally pennies for certain games that they sold to us.
What do you do with the games?
They didn't want it anymore. I don't know. We wouldn't throw it away. It would go in a bin for like $1.99, and that bin would be up front. So if anybody stole it, we were only out of pennies. Like, who cares? Like, here, steal this shit. Like, we can claim the GameStop, probably like a tax scheme. They can claim they lost $2 in profit. They only paid a penny or two for it, but somebody stole it and they lost out on $2 of profit.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's GameStop for you.
I know. They're going to be open on Thanksgiving, by the way.
Are they? They were open on Thanksgiving last year, weren't they?
Yeah, but see, everybody else is closing on Thanksgiving.
Ah.
Walmart's closing. Target is closing. Kohl's is closing. But GameStop's going to be open on Thanksgiving.
Good for them.
Fuck
I wonder if they're going to have those boxes.
Everybody should be closed on Thanksgiving except for grocery stores and pharmacies. And even then, it should be very minimally staffed. The fucking holiday.
How many people do you need?
It's the big holiday.
Yeah, no. Well, it's not Christmas, but I mean, how many people do you really need running that store anyway?
It's GameStop?
Yeah.
It's not about running the store. It's just about, give the people a goddamn day off.
Yeah.
In a store like, in a bigger store like your store, I don't know how many employees you have.
I have 16 employees.
Right. So you just people's like, hey, who wants to work this day? You can ask. You might get a volunteer or two. And GameStop is like 6. And even then, one of them has to be a manager, of which is only 3.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. So one of them has to open and close the store. That's what it comes down to.
Well, yeah, it kind of sucks.
And by the way, I know you say Christmas is bigger, but goddamn it, Thanksgiving is the one holiday that everybody in America celebrates.
True story. A lot of people do celebrate Christmas. Not Jews. Well, some Jews still do because kids, but I don't know. I like Thanksgiving. I'm a big fan.
Are you open every day?
Yes.
Every day?
20? Every day. 365 days a year, yes.
Do you work those days or you get off those days?
I have off those days. Yes, sir. I don't work holidays anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister. I'm so high up in the food chain retail world.
Yes. That's why I took this job. If I didn't, I'd still be working holidays. Fuck that shit. I don't have time for that.
That was my thing. Like, I don't want to work Sundays. I don't do Sundays. When I was finally made manager, I was like, I don't do Sundays, period. And they were like, you got to work at least one Sunday a month. I said, I don't got to do shit, you assholes. I didn't give a fuck. I really didn't. I don't think it's exactly legal, but people would hand in applications and I'd be like, this is what you want to hand in, right? Yep. You sure? You look this over. Yep. And like, I would get a special red pen I kept up by the counter and fucking start going through it. If they made mistakes and shit, I would start grading it right in front of them. I don't know. Can't spell your right. Like, not very hireable. It's like, I'll put this back in the bag. We'll see how it goes.
Oh my God. You're that person. Yeah. So when anybody I want to say puts an application in for where I work,
Is it digital though?
It's digital, and
See, it wasn't then.
I always put, I always look and see what your availability is, and then if your availability doesn't fit what I need, then I just close it out.
Oh man, the availability that people have.
It's fucking retarded. I just don't. There's no reason. It's
I
like,
can only
yeah,
work from 11 to 2 Monday through Friday, except Thursdays, in which I can only work 11 to 1. And I'm like, what do you think like the schedule is here? Who's shopping at a game store between 11 and 2 only?
and then the funny thing is, like, where I work, they put in there like morning, afternoon, night. So like if people click on afternoon, and that would be the only availability they have. So what does that even cover exactly?
12 to
12 to
6.
6?
12
Like,
to
who
6, I
want?
would say.
I'm sorry, I don't have the availability to give you 12 to 6 every day. That is the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard. And then you can only work the morning on weekends. No, sorry, you're not going to fit in here. Open availability only. I'm pretty choosy when it comes down to people that I hire, but it
I
is
only
what it is.
hired a couple people, and I hired one person that didn't even show up.
Those are always the
I
good
was like,
ones.
I hired him and like didn't even show up his first day of work, and I'm like, what the fuck was the point of that?
People are fucking dumb.
People are fucking dumb, and I'm fucking tired of it, man. Like, they don't read, they don't critically think, they call everybody that's against them a sheeple, even though they are fucking all in the same mindset.
They're all
So
following.
who's a sheeple?
They're all following their fucking leader to his downfall, probably, or
Mhm.
his already downfall.
They won't get vaccinated. People are dying. A lot of people are dying.
And then they're getting misinformation saying people who got the vaccine are dying. Well, I mean, some
It's like
are, but they don't tell you how they're dying. It's just
0.00%, like 0.004% of people who are vaccinated.
what
Like
was
that
that?
one video you showed me.
Yeah, the one story with Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, where it's like with the 700,000
It was
people
like
there,
6 people that like out of 50,000 had been vaccinated and died.
and you don't know what the complications are for some of those people. You don't know if they had something that was already pre-existing. They got
Right.
it,
You don't know. But
You know,
why even risk it?
it's fucking
Just
stupid. People,
get the fucking vaccine. Are you gonna get a booster?
yeah, when it's available. I got the Johnson and Johnson one, so I have to wait for that shit.
I
It'll
need
be
to
a
wait for the Moderna
Moderna.
to
Yeah,
get
that one
approved as well.
should
They also
probably.
put in a mandate in for my job. You got until November 22nd. You have to be vaccinated.
Really?
That's what happens when you work for the federal government. Yeah,
How many people do you think are not going to get it?
a lot. They're going to try to claim either a religious or a medical exemption. They have those two options out there, and I'm wondering how many people are actually going to try and do that. I know at least a couple for sure in my area, in my section. So yeah, just get
No.
it. Like, what's the big deal? Do you get a flu shot every year? Like,
A lot of people don't.
it's not going to
A lot of people
change your
just.
DNA, dumbasses. You know what changes your DNA? Fucking standing in front of a microwave will change your goddamn DNA if you do it long enough.
I wonder if I stand in
Getting an
front of a
X
microwave. Standing in front of a microwave, I want to get superpowers. I want to be microwave man.
and do what? Just fucking vibrate things so they sweat?
Yes.
Parts of them get really hot and parts stay like ice cold.
Microwaves are stupid. Microwaves, like if I have to microwave, like you microwave a bag of popcorn, and
I do not eat microwave popcorn anymore.
well, I
I'd
do.
rather
'Cause
make it myself.
it's portion size, portion control, or whatever. So, like sometimes I will, microwave popcorn, and you go through, you put it in for like a minute and a half, and then it's still once you take it out of the thing, it's still popping. But you put it in for 2 minutes, everything's fucking burnt. It's like the dumbest fucking thing on the planet. Microwaves do
Every
not.
microwave is different.
Yeah, but it's with every bag of popcorn. It doesn't like so. Now I have to put it in for like 1 minute 42 seconds to make sure it
Do
actually
you hit the
gets.
popcorn button? You have a popcorn button?
I don't think we have a popcorn button.
I have a popcorn
They
button.
might. I've never actually hit the buttons. I'm not sure. I
Maybe you
just
should
use
try
the
hitting the
type of.
button.
I'm gonna hit the button.
You got one of them over the stove microwaves?
No, we have a regular microwave.
So like just sit on the counter.
Mhm.
I have a microwave. I have a microwave over there actually. Over there.
We
I've never
when
used it.
when we
Sitting down
bought
here in my bar, never used it.
when we bought this house, it came with somebody's microwave or whatever, but we had went out and bought one anyway, and I take that microwave out and I just fucking bashed it with a sledgehammer, just for just for fun. I mean, I just felt like having some fun.
Does yours have a rotating thing?
Of course. What's the
Well,
point of
some
buying?
don't.
I know, but that's stupid. Why would you not want that? That's how your food gets heated up.
I-
Because that's how you get different angles on the food.
If you go to like 7-Eleven or whatever and use their like microwaves, they don't rotate.
That is like the industrial microwave from hell. That thing makes your shit lava. That is like lava inducing microwave.
They redid my office building and they made like an actual break room because we never used to have one before, and they put 3 of them in each break room. There's 2 of them in my building. And the first time I microwaved it, I was like, how the fuck do I use this thing? There's no instructions. I'm like looking for a book and I'm like, I don't know how to use this. So I'm like, I just hit a button. I'm like 30 seconds. I'm just going to keep hitting this one button until it gets hot enough.
So I had to order a microwave for my break room at work, and I took off the English instructions and put on Spanish instructions just to be an asshole.
What is ghosts?
I mean, it's still numbers, but you can't like unless you know what like chicken is polo, then you have no idea. A
Pollo.
pollo,
It's pollo. It's not
pollo,
pollo.
polo. Asshole. There was something else you wanted to talk about. I can't remember what it was though.
Oh, we wanted to talk about DC stuff, but I didn't really watch all the DC stuff. But Peacemaker looks great.
Peacemaker does look good. Did you watch the Batman trailer?
I have not yet. I have not had the chance.
The only thing I will say about the
Batman, he has a gravelly voice, right? Like, I'm Batman.
He has a deeper voice than you would normally think, but his teeth are the worst things I've ever seen. They're terrible.
His teeth?
His teeth are bad. He has bad teeth anyway because he's British, so he's got bad teeth. He's got really bad teeth, man. Put it on. We can watch it live. Fuck it. Let's do it.
All right. We'll do it, and then we'll wrap up.
Then we'll wrap this shit up. You'll see it in like he's like, and he's got really. I mean, as somebody who has bad teeth, I mean, I can say that.
All right, hold on here. Let's share the screen. Brought to you live here on the Marc and JD podcast.
Batman from the fandom. I watched the Flash teaser, which wasn't bad. It looked all right. It's another like far from. It was another.
Make sure you can hear it too.
It was another No Way Home thing, kind of like they showed like what looked like Michael Keaton's Batman, but they didn't actually show him.
Wait, that's Flash, not No Way Home.
No, I'm saying it was like another, like one of those things where they don't. They're alluding to the fact that people are in this movie, but they don't actually show them. And then he uncovers the Batmobile, but he doesn't actually show the Batmobile, the old school Batmobile.
Is that like tape, packing
tape?
tape?
Yeah, you'll see. Watch.
No. That's duct tape. I'm sorry, duct tape.
Oh, this isn't the right trailer, by the way.
This is not the right trailer?
No, this isn't the right trailer.
This is the DC fandom teaser. Is this last year's?
This last year's. Yeah, this is last year's. Go back. Oh, wait, here. We'll go with the most 22 hours ago. Right. That one right there. Yep. This one. You get an interesting shot of Paul Dano.
Is it Dano or Dano?
Whatever.
Sorry, I have closed captions on. Oh, that was Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon there.
Yep. He's going to have his own show on HBO Max. I like that they're using the Riddler as the villain.
Fear is a tool.
Well, also Penguin's in it, though.
Yeah.
When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning.
It's done by the Planet of the Apes guy, right?
I think so, yeah. Matt Reeves, maybe?
Yeah.
See his teeth? Got some gangly fucking teeth, man.
And Rither's the match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing
God, it's
left.
unrecognizable.
I know.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Who's that playing Catwoman?
Take it easy, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Everything they say, ain't you?
What's her name? It's not Zoe Kravitz, is it?
No.
Maybe
Oh,
I'm
yes,
not
yes,
so
it is.
different.
Yes.
Who are you under there?
What is he, fucking bulletproof?
I'm vengeance.
I'm Batman.
The car is growing on me a little bit.
Was black and blue and dead all over. You did God.
I got you! I got you!
I'm not really a fan. I don't know.
It looks a little off. I don't know.
Why is it gotta be so fucking dark, man?
Because Batman's dark. I mean, generally.
I get it, but why is it gotta be so dark?
Because it's the Dark Knight, Mark.
But the Nolan movies weren't so goddamn dark.
No, and I don't know why they're making him look like a
I'm just talking like
Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3 when he was like the dark Peter Parker.
I'm not talking dark as in like the tone of the film. I'm just talking dark as in the visuals. Like it's so dark all the time.
Yeah. No, I get
That's
you.
what I'm talking about.
I think
There was a Flash trailer?
Yeah, you can watch that one if you want. That one was pretty good. Yeah, you might as well pop it on there. But yeah, I mean, I'll watch it. I'm sure it's gonna go to theaters, right? It's not gonna go to HBO Max.
Correct.
All right.
Greetings, DC fandom and domers. Ezra Miller here,
This
live
dude's
from
a
the set of The
fucking
Flash. It looks
asshole.
like this.
What the fuck is this?
We're very
he
excited
supposed to be like, I'm a dork,
show
I'm
you
Ezra
the
Miller.
movie.
Why is he wearing a
we can't
dog
yet
collar
because we're
around his
still
neck?
making
He
it.
looks like a
I don't know.
moron.
We wanted to show you a teaser, but we can't because
This dude's a fucking.
we don't have enough material to make a teaser yet. We can't make a trailer. But we do have this small sneak peek that my maestro Andy and I have put together that we really hope you'll enjoy. And I will see you in theaters later next year, or more importantly, you will see me.
That's fucking weird as shit.
He's an asshole.
You don't have enough footage for a teaser?
Tell me something.
This is a teaser.
You can go anywhere you want, right? Any timeline.
Filming Wrapped, you don't have enough footage?
Any
Like, come
universe.
on. Yes, let's go right to Flashpoint and not have any
Why do you want to
introduction at all to
Fight
Flash.
to save this one. You change the future. And you change the past.
Are you in?
Is it like a female Flash there?
Maybe. Or is it supposed to be Nora? See the old school Batmobile?
Yeah.
You can tell it's what it is.
Oh, of
Try
course
it.
it cuts right before it. You don't have enough footage? I guess if you're rebooting DC as a whole, the DC Extended Universe, Flashpoint works. But that doesn't work unless you have a connection to the character, of which he's in, like, what, 20 minutes total between in Justice League and Batman vs. Superman?
He
And
was,
that's
in a
leaving,
good,
like,
he was in a good portion of Justice
But-
League.
people who
But
don't
still, I
watch the
get you.
show don't really know who the Flash is.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird... And it looks... another thing, the tone is so dark. Everything looks very dark.
Everything's dark.
Like, no, Flash is supposed to be fun and upbeat. It's not fucking,
Yes.
you know...
There's
Like,
no.
they
If you
changed-
ever read the Flash comics, they're not dark. They're
not
bright.
dark at all. Like, Central City's a very bright place. Like, the show is very bright. But you look at, you know, they changed Arrow, too. You know, Green Arrow is not predominantly dark until that show came out, but it actually worked really well for the show. So they changed the show around a little bit. They took some liberties, obviously, but I mean, that show worked out well for what it was. But they're just like, you're rebooting an entire fucking franchise, like DC fandom shit. I mean, the Batman trailer doesn't look that great, but I mean, I'll still see it because it's Batman. And hopefully it surprises people. Hopefully it's pretty good. I don't know. What was
I
the...
don't know. I'm not hyped. Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, yes.
Yes.
Well, that's also James Gunn. James Gunn's phenomenal.
So much hype.
James Gunn is phenomenal. He's a great director. He knows how to fucking play off people. He knows what people are good at and he knows what their strengths are. I mean, look at that movie. Look at that Suicide Squad movie. How good that fucking movie was. That was the first, other than Shazam,
So good.
that was probably the best DC movie they put out. Shazam
Well, I
was
don't
so
think
good.
I don't think they cared about Shazam. They just let who directed Shazam? They just let him do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah, basically they let him do whatever, and it worked out so well. I mean, they had a great cast. I mean, it's a great movie.
Why
You
are
know,
these guys all hiring? Why do they all hire horror guys to be their director?
And, you know, Matt Reeves has been around for a while too.
He's mostly just done the Planet of the Apes movies.
Did he do the first one?
He did Cloverfield, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for Planet of the Apes. So those are the second two. The two, not the first one, but 2 out of the 3 he did. Also wrote Under Siege 2, by the way.
Is there another cartoon coming out? There's
There's
a new Batman cartoon
I'm sure there is.
coming out in 2022. Batman Cape Crusader.
What is it about like horror movie directors getting gigs as directing superhero movies?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they have that because superhero movies like Batman can be kind of tense because he's supposed to be the world's greatest detective, right? So it's supposed to be
I don't know, but like if you look at Doctor Strange, directed by Scott Derrickson, who did The Exorcism of Emily Rose and Sinister, or even the guy who's doing Flash, Andy Muschietti, did It.
Yeah, but it's kind of like one of those weird horror movies. You know,
It's still a horror movie though. He did other horror movies too.
I mean, you look at any of his stuff. You know what's really funny is that Matt Reeves also directed 5 episodes of Felicity, which was kind of weird, but whatever,
him and
man.
J.J. Abrams created Felicity.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you got J.J. Abrams involved in some of these movies as a producer, like Batman or any of that shit, I mean, I think you'd have better movies in general. Like Felicity was on for a while.
Even you can even go way back. Sam Raimi was a horror director.
True. But he also had a very weird. But Spider-Man also, you know, he changed his entire vision around. But he also used the same techniques he used in those movies to make that movie what it was and how great it was. You know, the original Spider-Man.
Zack Snyder was a horror movie. I'm just going back.
But Zack Snyder sucks.
James Wan, Aquaman director, got his start with horror movies.
Maybe, you know, you have to think about it too. What are the movies that are getting, you know, greenlit right now, right? Horror movies. You every time you turn around, there's another horror movie coming out. Well, Halloween Kills just came out, right? So you look at like these fucking nun movies, that all these fucking paranormal whatever bullshit movies. That's what
they can get a lot done with like a smaller budget.
Yes, exactly, and it proves that they can make these
budgets
movies.
Are fucking huge.
They can make these movies with these small budgets. What can they do with a lot of money then? You know, I guess that's kind of what they're looking at. If you can make profitability out of like the Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes is not a horror movie. It's an action movie, more or less. You know, it's got a lot of action in it. So maybe that's why. And that's why you see Andy Serkis in that movie too. And Andy Serkis directing Venom, Carnage, whatever. That movie, that was ridiculous. I never thought I'd see that happen, but apparently it's pretty damn good.
Also, by the way, the Black Adam is directed by a horror movie veteran who did House of Wax and Orphan, but now works with The Rock because he did Jungle Cruise with him too.
Hey man, all it takes is, you know, getting a chance to direct something that isn't garbage. You know, like that isn't. I'm not saying those movies.
I just noticed that there's a lot of horror movies guys now out of horror and doing superhero stuff.
Well,
is it like the stepping stone? Is that what they wanted to do? Like, or is it the other way around? Like Marvel and DC know that these guys can do what they want to do.
They can, yeah.
I don't know which way it goes.
You can give a lot of people a chance to make something really cool. And I'm not saying, like, you know, you look at James Gunn and he did make some weird shit back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, he made Super. I don't know if you can count Slither. Super as a horror. Slither, Super. You know, he's got some weird shit he put under his belt. He also wrote.
The Batgirl movie is directed by the guys who did Bad Boys 3.
Really?
Yes.
That's a weird one.
Isn't it? It's a little weird, right?
That is weird.
And they're going to be doing Beverly Hills Cop 4 too, apparently.
Who's Leslie Grace?
Leslie
even-
Grace.
That's the girl playing Batgirl. I've never even, and she is African American.
She's Latina.
Whatever. Latinx.
Leslie Grace Martinez.
Oh my lord. Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway,
How,
Mark and JD podcast brought to you by nobody. Brought to you by the Mark and JD Demotivation Cube. Get yours today.
Get yours today. We'll make them if you buy them.
I
It's
will.
just gonna-
If you want to
just
pre-order it,
gonna-
let me know. I will make them. I will
It's just
make
gonna be-
them for you.
It's just a cardboard box with a hole in it, and then when you stick your hole in there, there's a mouse trap and it bites your hand. That's going to demotivate you.
No,
from
I
doing
will get
anything.
an inspiration cube and reprogram it.
Just to say, don't do this today. Just stay home. You
Right.
don't need to go to work
Mhm.
today. You don't need to go to the beach. Fuck that. We're going to go to the beach? Fuck that. Stay home.
Who wants to go to the beach? Why would you want to go to the beach? Fuck that.
Don't-
You get sand in your ass.
Don't hesitate. Demotivate.
Demotivate. But don't hesitate when you want to listen to the Mark and JD podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Amazon
Amazon, Pandora, wherever podcasts are sold.
found.
Uh,
Are they sold? Are podcasts sold?
no. I mean, you can buy it. Depends. Like if you're on Luminary, which we are not on Luminary,
No, we're not on Luminary.
you have to have like a subscription for some of their podcasts.
Isn't that where Michael Rappaport is?
I don't know.
I think he went behind a paywall. I don't think you'll
I
ever
didn't
have
even know
that
he
fear
had
with
a
us.
podcast.
Yeah. I don't think we'd ever go behind a paywall.
I would.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? If you're gonna pay me money, I'll go behind a paywall in a second.
But then we wouldn't have any listeners.
Yeah, we would. Obviously, somebody would be paying enough. They would be advertising us. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's true. I guess we'd get advertisers if that would be the case.
Russell Brand is behind a paywall.
Fuck that guy. That fucking retard.
And I believe Spotify bought The Ringer.
Really?
I think so, or at least the podcast from The Ringer, which is Bill Simmons' company. Yeah, no, Spotify bought them last year
Oh, okay.
just for the podcasts. They have a lot of podcasts.
I
A
don't know
lot
why
of
they're
podcasts.
really into podcasts now, Spotify.
Yeah, it's money making. Makes money.
Well, it's because a lot of people are doing it now. I mean, look at the movies went out for a while. You couldn't make movies. You couldn't do a lot of
Podcast.
stuff.
You can take podcasts with you anywhere, and if you have a real specific niche, man, like you could really, if you have a good podcast where I don't know, over 40-year-old men who are really into Warhammer, which is, don't even get me started on Warhammer. It's a game. They have like little mini figurines. It's huge in like the tabletop game world. You can find a podcast for that.
You probably could. We need to create our podcast based around like something weird.
But we're not into anything weird like that, though.
That's
the
We're not.
problem.
We like movies. That's about it. Movies and
And
television.
a lot of people like movies.
Yeah, it's not unique in any way. I have an innate knowledge of bullshit. That's about it.
Anyway,
Nope.
catch us on those places: Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. Mark and JD. JD's mostly nice on TikTok, where he posts other things that are not always just Mark and JD related, like baseball and hot dogs and dogs and people dancing at Eagles cover band concerts.
Yes. Those are the best ones.
So you can catch us next week. Same Mark and JD channel, but definitely not the same time.
Not,
I can tell you that.
not at 2:00 on a Sunday. Nope.
Nope. Not at 2:00 on a Sunday, maybe 10:00 on a Thursday. Who knows anymore? Who knows? I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll catch you next time.
Laters.